Ladies and gentlemen, why does Simba Arati and Matiang'i have to work together? Why must they be together? I've done a video before and said Simba Arati and Matiang'i must work together. The two will benefit from each other, but I think Matiang'i will benefit from Simba Arati more. That is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, please, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support can always give this channel. Let me give you 2 seconds to subscribe, please. Thank you so much for subscribing. God bless you. As we proceed, please stay tuned. Number 1 in my list, it is that Simba Arati has a more political experience than none other than Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And I'm very sure Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i needs this experience in his team. In his team. How is Simba Arati more experienced? First of all, in politics, you need mobilization. And there's no one in this country as we speak today is a great mobilizer than Simba Arati. Ladies and gentlemen, try me. Give me somebody who can defeat none other than Simba Arati in this. Why am I saying this? Let me just remind you slightly. During the Mandamano of 2022 and 2023, just after William Ruto had become the president of the Republic of Kenya, Raila Amolo Odinga called for demonstrations in Nairobi and other parts of this country. Simba Arati held back slightly, but supported somehow in Nairobi. Nairobi was massive. Nairobi was massive. Now, locally here in Kisii, there was nothing significant that happened. And actually, it seemed like it's just the Kibra people who were demonstrating in Nairobi. But when Raila Amolo Odinga called for demonstrations again, Kisii town was leading. And it was leading immensely. Until we had those mashoshos, we call them mashoshos here in Kisii, those vehicles with water. They had to come and camp at Kisii Mwembe. We had to have police officers, GSU officers, sleeping here at Mwembe for a whole week without leaving. So that when people wake up, they find police officers along the streets of Mwembe. That was a clear indication that Kisii was a serious place. And eventually, we started rating Kisii was number 1. Kisii topped on the demonstrations in the country. Then Kalonzo Musyoka came out and said that Simba Arati is even helping them to do demonstrations in Nairobi while he's the governor in Kisii here. That shows the political strength of Simba Arati, his ability to mobilize both on demonstrations and the campaigns. When Simba Arati was trying to say that he's coming to Gusii here to campaign, most people, especially the older generations, the likes of Ongwae, Ongeri, and the others, they rubbished him. They were saying that Simba Arati is a young man who is not experienced politically. Second, they also said that Simba Arati is living in Nairobi, does not understand what is happening in Gusii region. Thirdly, they also say that Simba Arati is not married to a Gusii, is married to someone from China. Also, they went ahead to say that he comes from a small clan, he's not able to compete with these other big clans within the country, within the county, that is Kisii County. Against all odds, Simba Arati came to compete with not just small people. I'm talking about bigwigs like Ezekiel Machogu. We had someone like Sam Ongeri. Even his ODM member person, the incumbent, the governor who was leaving, that the outgoing governor, that was James Ongwae, he was even against him. He had Chris Obure from his own clan. So which means even his own clan was also appearing to be divided. Despite being strong politicians from the Gusii region, Simba Arati was able to thrive and actually wash them away and won by a big margin of about 70%. That had not been seen before. And I'm telling you, Simba Arati campaigned in Gusii region. He could campaign until Nyamira. And Simba Arati became so popular in Kisii County and Nyamira at large. And even he went ahead to be more popular than the governor of Nyamira, even as we speak today. And that means very well, Simba Arati is not a person to underrate when it comes to this mobilization ability. Also, when it comes to organizing the campaign, Simba Arati is not a person to underrate. That is why I'm saying that Dr. Fred Matiang'i needs him. He had to go and work Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Matiang'i had to work very hard to have Simba Arati on his side. Another thing that Simba Arati has that makes him much more valuable around Dr. Fred Matiang'i is the fact that he was in Nairobi as an MP for 2 seasons, 2 terms. And people even thought he was going to vie for the gubernatorial seat. This is what happened. Simba Arati, despite having a few people from the Gusii region within his constituents, Simba Arati still managed to thrive. He became a councillor and then an MP twice. That influence that he had in Nairobi, it is critical for Matiang'i. It will help him source for votes, organization in Nairobi, and even win a senator or even a gubernatorial seat in Nairobi come 2027. As a presidential candidate, you cannot just rule out. You need a presidential, you need governors, you need the senators, you need members of parliament. And if you have great mobilizers around you, such people can win. You can have them on your side. So that is why I'm saying that Simba Arati is very, very essential around Dr. Fred Matiang'i than any other leader that we have from the Gusii region. The person almost nearing there, it is none other than Richard Momoe Manyonga. Ladies and gentlemen, Simba Arati, as we speak today, when he spoke, you could feel the sense of authority within the Gusii region. And when he holds the mic to speak, I don't think even Onyonka can beat Simba Arati to talk to the people. Nobody. Osoro tried, he could not. Onyonka tried, he could not. Nobody can beat Simba Arati when it comes to holding the mic and talking to the people. That guy, it's terrible. He's terrible. So therefore, to solidify the Gusii region, you must have Simba Arati on your side. Because Simba Arati can destabilize you. It can destabilize you. Considering that Matiang'i has not been a local guy, he has not been moving in the villages, he has not been locally participating in politics, he needs a person with the character of Simba Arati. Also, our Kenyan politics is so rugged. No nonsense politics. Therefore, a no-nonsense person is needed there. Someone who is generally ruthless when it comes to politics. Someone who is not afraid. William Ruto could not joke with Simba Arati. Nobody could joke with him. Now, when it comes to being to Matiang'i's side, it's clearly evident that Matiang'i is going to take care of Gusii very well. And Nairobi, to a greater extent. Because he does not need to campaign here now. Arati will do it for him. Last but not least, we also have Simba Arati known across the country. Therefore, he can go and lead a campaign in Kisumu, in Kakamega, in Homa Bay, in Migori, in Siaya, in Nairobi, in Mombasa, on behalf of Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Lastly, we also remember that Matiang'i supported the Azimio. What is wrong if the former Azimio people now support Dr. Fred Matiang'i? So Simba Arati is probably doing the right thing. However, how is Matiang'i relevant to Simba Arati? Matiang'i will help Simba Arati win the seat come 2027 easily. Despite I know that Simba Arati can win without Matiang'i, but Simba Arati needs Matiang'i for it to be easy. Because we cannot rule out that this clanism can arise in Kisii, and then you eventually find that these people have aligned themselves, money is pumped, then with Matiang'i's influence and wave, someone else can become a governor. Of course, that is how it can be. But if you have Simba Arati now protected by Matiang'i, automatically is going to become the governor of Kisii County. That is my video there and there. Please let me know in the comment section what you think as to why Dr. Fred Matiang'i really needs Simba Arati. See you next time for more videos.